Photoshop comes with some great features. One of the best ones, materials. Literally hundreds of great source material that you can use in any project, and you can tweak it to your heart's content. They're all found via this panel. All very easy to use for anyone. Anyone can just apply it very quickly. So how to start? Go to the panel, and you've got a layer selected here. It's the default layer, completely white at the moment. And there's a whole range of different options. Just click and it applies. You've got that design. That's it. You can work with that, modify it, change it in all kinds of ways. But personally, my favourite one, I'm just going to go down to, is marble. Marble's got a lot of great options. So there's marble. Just click it, apply, and again it can be applied to the entire design, or you can undo, maybe go over here, and elliptical marquee tool. Select that, add a selection, go here, make certain you go with the add option, so it adds to that selection, and you can see you can build up all kinds of different shapes very quickly, like that in the selection. And now click here, and that is applied to that selection only. If you go to the layers panel, you can see you've got your mask there, and you can manipulate that further. But I'm just going to quickly show you, not only have you got the material which has been applied, it's marble, you've also got the options here, marble material properties. All this can be found in window and materials. So just go down here, you can change the resolution, you can make it high or ultra high as well. But I'm just going to keep medium for the purposes of this tutorial. You can change the random seed, and that will create a different design. Change the random seed again, creates another design. You can also modify the repeat, and you can see repeat Y, and you can create literally all kinds of marble effects just by changing these couple of settings. But there's a lot more beneath, and all of them have got lots of different settings. Some obviously are depending on what they are. Oil paint will have a different setting to the ones in the marble. So you can just go down here. Also repeat uniform. You've also got substance properties. You can also set it to a physical size as well. So if you want it like to, it says here 100 centimetres by 100 centimetres, you can click here and it's set to that, which you may or may not want. So deselect that. You've also got presets here. You've got aquatic swirl paint. Use that. And you can see design there. But you can also go here, change the colours. So instead of there, go with lighter blue. Maybe click here, maybe go with green, and so on. You can change the colours to create all kinds of different material designs that may or may not look much like marble. You can also go down here, you've got paint roughness, change that. You can also change the patterns. So you've got different styles of patterns, go for 3, this style obviously there, or maybe go for 4. And you've got another style. Also, pattern warp intensity, change that to create even weird and wonderful warped designs. You've got stain density, you can also change the offsets, also change offset Y, you can also rotate it, you can also tweak the colours again. So you've got here contrast, so increase that, see that, or go the other way, make it duller. Or maybe hue shift, create a red design. But once you've decided that's that design that you really want, well, go with that. You can, of course, simply just go over here and click any of these, and that will be applied here. So if I click that one, that's applied and replaces the previous one. Now, I don't want that, but I wanted to show you, you can just change it to something like that. Or maybe this one, random. So let's just undo. So you're back to that marble effect. Well, you can always go here to the layers panel. So materials, got materials panel, you've got the layers panel. And you can then move this around, so reposition it. You see you've got here the plugin, so at any point you can always just go here and tweak this. So double click and it will change it, bring up this panel, you can tweak it. It's just a standard smart effect that you can just modify in all kinds of ways. Sometimes the result you might not like, and you can always undo to put it back to that. Also what you can do is you can apply other effects to this. So with this selected, and not this one, you can go to filter, maybe go to blur and Gaussian blur. So you can just blur it so you can get a slightly blurred marble effect. Or maybe go to filter and down to distort and wave to create a wavy design. Now just change those settings, number of generators 1, click OK, and you can see then you've got that effect. If you don't like it, you can always undo it. So just go here, wave, you can turn it off, or turn it back on again. Gaussian blur, turn that off, and you can see again you've got your weird and wonderful wave effect. But also, you can go here. So go this one, make sure you select the mask. You can maybe go to filter and blur and Gaussian blur. So you can just blur it so you can get a slightly blurred edge. Undo that. Maybe go to filter and again distort and wave. And this time, or maybe not that one, let's just change that a bit. Just tweak it, change amplitude. Now avoid going over the edge. That's probably one of the things you've got to do. So go for something like that, click OK. And you can see you now can distort that design. Well, what you can also do is you can add other effects. Maybe go to layer and down to new adjustment layer. You can add those. Or maybe go down to effects down here. So click there, maybe go for bevel emboss. And you can see you've got a nice bevel effect there. Change the size. Also maybe add a drop shadow. Click there and click OK. Now you can turn the whole thing into a smart object. So you've got this design. So the entire thing, wave, bevel emboss, all that can be converted into a smart object. Smart objects are great because you can come back and change them at any point in the process. Stored away, it stores all these effects. They're all live. So layer, smart objects, and convert to smart object brings it all into one single design. Now, you might not particularly like that design. You might obviously decide to change it. You can change it by just going in here and editing it. But I'm not going to do that. I'm going to apply effects to it. So filter, and you can go down to say distort again and wave. And you can see that distorts that. So click OK there. Maybe go filter and wave again. Click OK. And you can see you can create all kinds of very unique shapes just by doing that repeat apply. And if you want, again, you can always turn it all into a single smart object. All those effects that you just applied still are live. You can go back to them at any point by just double clicking in there and tweaking the settings. But what you can now do, hold down the Alt Option key on the keyboard. You can drag and duplicate that design and just build up a very complex background design, something like that. All kinds of unique designs can be created that way. And at any point, just double click on here and you can change any of this. So double click, you got this effect, maybe remove that one, maybe remove that one, and then close it, save. They're still there if you want to at the back, but every single one of those designs are all updated. Likewise, that marble effect you started right at the beginning, all that can still be tweaked and changed simply by the same technique. So all these materials can be modified or just change it. You decide, you know what, I want watercolour instead of that marble effect. Any questions, please let me know in the comments below. Thank you much.